Hello, good afternoon. Today I'm going to talk about the abyss and beyond. But before I talk about that, I want to address more immediate things. Here in my beautiful Hualien, we're on our third day of earthquakes. We've had over 300 in the last 3 days. Most of them, fortunately, were 3 point plus and below, but a few big ones stuck in there in between, and unfortunately some buildings are down, some lives are lost. And I'd like to take a minute to salute the people. The rescue people and the police and the fire department and the ambulance and the EMT. These guys are and women are awesome and amazing. Their own homes have been destroyed, wrecked at least, if not destroyed. And yet, they're out helping others. Truly, us at our best. Yeah. On a personal note, everything in my house fell down. I mean, I'm on the 11th floor, and this place was rocking and rolling. And everything, furniture, paintings, dishes, it was a mess. And I saw a lot of pictures, Facebook this morning, a lot of post-earthquake pictures. But you know what? I decided I didn't want to commemorate this. I didn't take a single photo of our upside-down house, because I wanted to put it right and move on. Somehow, I just didn't want to document. And this is a personal choice. Other people chose differently, and I salute the freedom to choose. But on a personal note, I just felt that some things are best forgotten. So a few days of frantic cleaning. We laugh because the tradition here, Chinese New Year's, is a house cleaning, sweeping out the old, welcome the new. And we did a little earlier this year. And I tell you, I got a lot of room for new things. The old ones are they're off to greener pastures. Downstairs, in front of our building, is just pile upon pile upon pile. People's furnitures and paintings and personal artifacts and collectibles and glasswares and TVs, and just piled up into a just a big mess. But it'll be gone soon again. I salute these people, the trash people. God, they're awesome. Our security guards, helping in every way they could. Again, it's not sad in a way that disaster brings out the best in us. Wouldn't it be? I mean, I like that, but wouldn't it be better if the best of us could show at the best of times? How about that? Yeah. So, as a personal note of what's going on, reaching out to all my friends who contact me and ask about us. We're okay. We're okay. And I have to, closing out this, I have to add a note about being in the now. Nothing like getting your ass shook up by an earthquake to get you in the now. There is no past, there is no future. No doubt about it. So, a little practice in nowness. Being in the moment. Yeah. Okay. Having said all that, I wanted to talk to you about the abyss and what I mean by the abyss. My experience, my lucky experience with a great teacher was the teacher was able to point me the way. Point me the way to the cliff, as I mentioned maybe before. That way. And stand on the edge and you're glimpsing into the abyss. Because you don't see any bottom. In fact, there is no bottom. There is no bottom. Then he tells her, jump. Talk about, this is surrender, talk about trust. And the funny thing is, when you do jump, you jump into the abyss. Which is like, which is like other things. It's infinite. There's no going back to that cliff, buddy. There's no going back. But what do I mean by beyond? Well, there's a period of time, obviously, that you have to acclimate. Try to get your sea legs, try to get your legs back, because if you really stop to think about it, you're plunging. Which shouldn't seem too strange for us, considering that we're on a blue marble, spinning around our sun, and the whole universe is moving, and on speeds are incredibly fast. So we should be no stranger to this feeling of quickness, speed. Somehow our minds adjust and we just think both feet firm on the ground. Then an earthquake comes and your relationship with the earth is not so sound. That's something you take for granted and you say, oh, what's this? And the beyond is this never-ending, never-beginning infinity. And the beautiful thing about it is that it's immediate. Everything that could or can be is. Everything that has been is. And you start to get a sense of when they say, well, there really isn't. When's tomorrow? Yeah, tomorrow never comes, does it? Yeah, it sure doesn't. And what happened to yesterday? So it's about letting go of both what's in the rearview mirror, what's past already. Letting go of the past. Letting go of the future. No goals, no expectations. No fears. No regret from the past. It's really a blessing. And as near as I can figure out, this is bliss. Without fear, without regrets, without goals. To truly learn to relax and see where the world takes you. Because one thing's for sure, it's going to take you somewhere. The never-ending cycle of, and the only constant that I've ever been able to see in the universe is everything changes. Way too fast, way too fast for a lot of us, you know. Way too fast. Most of us want things to stay the same. Status quo. Here in Taiwan, 80% of people probably want to keep the status quo, the relationship with Big Brother across the water, China. Let's keep things the same. Well, brothers and sisters, you know in your heart that nothing stays the same. And as an individual player, as a single entity, what can we really do about that anyway? It's in other hands that aren't ours. So, why concern? Yeah, good question. And that's a good question for the man with no questions. Again, rhetorical questions for the purpose of making a point, not the kind of question that you're looking for an answer to. Sorry, but it's just so ridiculous. To actually think there's somewhere to look for an answer outside when we know that the answers are sitting right here. Nowhere to go, nothing to do, with the caveat, with the exception of, I'll share with you today my mantra, my personal mantra that I have been living with for 30 years or more. I am a better man today than I was yesterday. And I'll be a better man tomorrow than I was today. And I breathe, and I laugh. That's the most important thing. I laugh. Yeah. So mantras are nice. I have an English mantra, I love Sanskrit, but it just sounds to me. And I have mentioned before that I love words. I love words. And they're useful for entertainment, but somehow lacking for explanation. Isn't that funny? And that's what I'm trying to do now, is share some explanations, share some insights, but I only got words to use to talk to you. That's all I got. So recognizing the shortcomings of words and talk. What exactly is the beyond? Again, rhetorical question, not looking for an answer. I do know that there is a sensation of spiral. Somehow spiraling is a very key movement. Spiraling, and your hope upwards. That's the hope. I'm sure it goes like the other way, water going down the drain. But this continual spiral is a sense, as close as I can get to my sense of the beyond. Is, I don't know what it is and I don't know where it is, but we're spiraling rapidly towards it. And again, no destination, so probably never arrive. Wrap your head around that. You can go forever and not get anywhere. Yeah, that's how the beyond works, isn't it? Because if the beyond had an end, what would be beyond the beyond? And beyond the beyond. Yeah. Something's got to be there. It stands to reason. At least with my limited resources, I suspect that might be so. But again, I don't spend a lot of time worrying about it because, like most everything, it's really not in my control. It's really beyond my job description. My job description, our job description is beautiful, but it's pretty simple. Do the best that you can. What else is there? So once you have the concept that you're in this spiral going and going and beyond. As I'm sitting here in my little space in Hualien, in my little office, again, looking at the golf course, looking at the green and the mountain. Oh, the mountains are so beautiful. And what's on my mind is, where would I want to go? Do I want to go on a spiritual journey? Allegorical? Sure. A quest. I love that word, quest. Let's go on a quest. But the body doesn't have to go anywhere. I've traveled most of my life, starting at 17. But I haven't been anywhere since I went back home in Hawaii. It was getting on 4 years ago. 3 years ago, November. And I don't have any burning desire to go anywhere. Nowhere to go. Except right here, right now. So, look for a good teacher. Or wait till the teacher finds you. When the student is ready, remember that, right? The teacher will come, or not. I would like to put that or not, because I don't want to disappoint anybody. Where's my Hai Yang said my teacher was coming? And I remember, or not. Yeah. But can you find that cliff on your own? I would like to think so. I would like to think that we can, if we know where to look. Stay right there. It's right here. Look here. Yeah. Shh, don't tell anybody. Yeah. If we knew where to look. But it's about trust and about surrender. Surrender to the conditions. Surrender to what is. Because there's nothing else. Here we go, shaking again. I'm shaking again. It's been like an earthquake continually for 3 days. It's really disconcerting. Poor kitty. Oh my God. He's getting so he's a little more mellow after 3 days. It's getting stronger, continuous shaking. And honestly, I feel like it's shaking non-stop anyway. And people tell me that's so. The earth is doing this thing. We try to stop her. There he is. Try to stop her from doing her thing. Good luck with that. You'd be much better looking within. Learning to trust. Trust everything but yourself. Trust everything but your mind, and start to recognize that it's, beyond the abyss and beyond the limitations of our ego, beyond the limitations of our mental gymnastics. Okay. I like the caveat, for entertainment purposes only. My thinking, whatever I'm thinking, and that's for entertainment purposes only. And I'm quite entertained by myself. Yeah, it's a interesting thing, but sometimes I feel like it's less real than a movie. What's going on inside of me? A feeble little ego trying to, it's a sneaky little bugger, always try to sneak up on you and come through. I mentioned before, mine would be hubris or judgment. Those are the things that I have to be constantly alert for. Or else it's like anything, you fall back into an old pattern. It's like putting on a pair of old shoes and feel so comfortable because you've broken it in. So patterns of thought, ways of thinking, feel so comfortable. And it's so easy to slip it on. What's better than an old shoe? God, it's so comfortable. And a new shoe, unless you have one custom made, and good on you if you can. You gotta break it in. And it's a certain amount of pain and suffering. Yeah. So that's the real trap, is that it's comfortable falling back into our old ways. That's why constant vigilance is critical. But I want to say, on top of the constant vigilance, learn to forgive yourself. God, it's such a beautiful thing. I do this, I actually physically pat myself on the back and say, okay, okay, you can do better, you've done better, you will do better again, but it's okay, let it go. I even give myself a hug sometimes when I'm low. Say, I love you, I love me, just a hug, yeah. You don't need anybody for that. Of course, if you can get one from someone else, more is the blessing. Nothing's more beautiful than a hug. Being from Hawaii, we know that. Being raised by a mom who hugged and kissed. Kiss on the cheek. Every person that came across her path. Sometimes to embarrassment of her children. But mom will be mom. Mom is mom. Yeah. So now that she's gone, I would give anything for one of those hugs and a kiss on the cheek. I love you, son. Yeah, I still can hear it and I can still feel it. So these are kind of the ponderings that can go on when you're beyond the abyss. And beyond the abyss, because abyss is all there is, so you don't really get beyond it. You're immersed in it. You recognize it. You see it. You feel it. So we all got lots of work to do. I've been working pretty hard around the homestead the last 3 days, but there's a lot more work out there. And there's a lot more work in here. So maybe if we could get past the concept of this little self is all there is, and get to the concept of, will you jump off that cliff when your turn comes? Yeah. I have to say, it's a totally insane thing to do. Totally crazy, insane thing to do. But how beautiful is the free fall? Yes. Be safe and be happy. Thank you.